Getting experience and leveling up is always something people obsess over, myself included, but it's not about racing to max level or even trying to suck the fun out of the game in exchange for getting to max level as fast as possible. It's just that I'm sure you all would agree the game really starts at max level. You could be one of those people who absolutely love leveling. You love questing, exploring, doing dungeons on the way up, and whatever else you choose to do. But really, when you hit level 80 in Wrath of the Lich King, that's when it truly starts, because you can now start gearing up in heroics, working on reputations, working on achievements, and then finally clearing all the raids. Well, what if you could mix some of these together and actually level faster than you would expect? So you'd be leveling super fast, working towards reputation, which give you rewards, working towards achievements, and even working on getting endgame gear ready. You can. PvP. Blizzard have clarified about getting XP from Battlegrounds, so we're going to look through that first. Then I'm going to give you some historical information about exactly how fast you can level with Battlegrounds. And trust me, we're talking multiple levels per hour. But you have to be doing it at the right time, and that will make sense. Hopefully soon. And then finally, we'll look at some of the benefits of leveling through Battlegrounds and when you should and shouldn't get your XP from Battlegrounds. Also, just as a side note, if you commented on this video and subscribe to the channel, I'll be announcing the winner of whatever the upcoming Digital Deluxe Edition is when it gets announced. And I'll be buying it for you, so enjoy that. If you missed out on that video and you want me to buy you a Digital Deluxe Edition when it's announced, comment on this video telling me which Call to Arms weekend will be your favourite. If you don't know what that is, watch through the video and you'll understand more. So first, let's have a look through this blue post where they've explained about players earning experience through PvP and exactly how it's going to work in Wrath of the Lich King. So Blizzard said, "Hey everybody, I'm here to talk to you about gaining experience from PvP in Wrath of the Lich King Classic." Well, that's a good job, because that's what this video is about. We're going to reintroduce experience gain based on honor earned, as well as the ability to turn off all experience gains. But we've decided not to bifurcate the matchmaking queue based on that feature. Bifurcate, so split or divide into two or whatever. So basically, everybody's going to be queuing together. That'll make more sense in a minute. The ability to earn experience from PvP was originally added to encourage people who enjoy PvP to do Battlegrounds as part of their leveling up experience. However, this collides with the desires of a specialized PvP community who enjoyed locking themselves to a particular level bracket in PvP, such as level 19 Warsong Gulch. Since PvP experience would cost them the ability to lock themselves to a particular bracket, we also added NPCs who could turn off your ability to gain experience entirely. So if you don't know what twinking is, where you would get a character, you'd get it to level 19, you'd get all the absolute best gear that you can get for level 19, enchanting with the best enchants, and then it's like you've got God mode turned on when you're in a battleground, especially if there's not any other twinks, and you'd absolutely destroy them. It's actually really fun. Originally, it was decided that these two groups shouldn't play in the same matches with one another. Players who had disabled experience were separated into a different battleground queue, but the result of this decision was that neither group had enough players to find matches, defeating the point of both systems. What's the point of giving experience in PvP if you can't find a battleground match to do it in? Having seen that effect, we're going to keep these groups queuing together so that both groups can find matches. While an individual who isn't optimizing their capabilities to level 19 might not be able to compete on an individual level, it's more fun to play a game with people of unequal capabilities than it is not to be able to play at all. So to summarize, we're restoring the ability to gain experience from PvP activities at the same rate present in patch 3.3.5. We're going to be looking at what that rate is soon. That's the most important part of this video. We're restoring the ability to turn off experience for 10 gold from Beston and Slats in Stormwind and Orgrimmar respectively, and we are not bifurcating the queue. And players who have turned off experience will continue to matchmake in the general pool so that everybody has the chance to finding a match. I hope these changes help keep low-level battlegrounds alive in Wrath of the Lich King. Thanks for your interest and support. Now, I actually think this is a good change, because the fact that twinks are just against twinks, if you did have the queues separate, is both good and a bad thing. If you keep your low-level characters fully enchanted and equipped in all the finest blues or epics gold can buy, then you're going to have an absolute blast being in Battlegrounds while leveling, feeling literally like you have God mode turned on. On the other hand, if you're on the receiving end and keep getting in groups where the vast majority of the opposing team are all unkillable, it could get frustrating pretty quick. I, for one, think this is actually a good change, as I said a minute ago, but if I'm honest, I do plan on having a couple of twinks during Wrath, one being 19 and the other being 29, because it is a lot of fun and something I personally haven't done for years. The whole point back in the day of actually having a twink character was to destroy lesser geared people, You wasn't doing it because you wanted competition. You was doing it because you wanted to feel ridiculously powerful compared to everybody else. So having everybody queuing together for those that have got the gold or the time to invest into a low-level character, I do see it as a good thing. The only thing I worry about is those who haven't got the time or the gold to invest into a low character and want to do some battlegrounds might be put off from doing them because they're going to go in and get destroyed. So I wouldn't say there's a right or a wrong answer, but my opinion is that I think this is quite good, and I'm actually quite excited to do some leveling in battlegrounds, especially when I've done some research onto exactly how much we used to get back in the day, experience-wise. And whilst on this topic, there's actually been another reply from Blizzard, so just on a blue post, confirming that the system as a whole will be on the PTR and the beta very soon. They had some issues with turning off XP, but that appears to be fixed. Good. So first of all, before I tell you exactly how quick you can level, you need to understand what I meant at the start when I said PvPing at the right time. To understand that, you need to know what Call to Arms is. It's the weekend battleground holiday events. So from Friday until Monday every week, it cycles through each BG one at a time, and you'll get bonus honor. And from bonus honor, this will give bonus XP. That's from both winning and completing objectives. Here's some examples of some of the gains that you'll get from a Call to Arms weekend. If we were to start with low level and say you was doing Warsong Gulch, a flag capture ordinarily would result in 35 honor. During the holiday weekend, it would be 45 honor. And when we look at Alterac Valley, you can see that Tower Destruction ordinarily would be 12 honor, then it goes up to 18. An enemy NPC kill is 5, that stays the same. A captain kill goes from a whopping 125 to 185. And a general kill goes from 350 to 525. What this means is every increase you're going to get from honor, you're going to get an increase in XP, which would mean during a Call to Arms weekend for Alterac Valley, there would be no better way of leveling, assuming that your battle group is populated enough to get fast queues, and of course you can at least win some of the games. With consistent wins, you can go from level 50 to 58 in around 3 hours, which is ludicrously fast. Each win will give you around 10 bars of XP during the AV weekend, which is actually incredible. The same can be said at lower levels. When it's Warsong Gulch weekend, getting in queues at low levels, we're talking anything under level 20, you're going to be getting a level every 1 to 2 wins, depending on exactly what level you are. And remember, you're going to be getting extra XP from flag captures as well, which is just the icing on the cake. But it genuinely is a really good way to get some easy levels. Now, outside of the quick XP, you've got to remember there's some other good gains and things that you can work on for when you're level 80. You're going to be getting honor that you can put towards your gear when you ding level 80. You're going to be getting reputation for whichever faction of battleground that you're doing, and you're going to be working on tons of achievements, ones that are specific to the battleground that you're in, or the overall total of honorable kills. Now, one thing that's going to be absolutely insane is we're going to have Call to Arms weekends in the pre-patch, as well as a 50% XP bonus. So I really do see queues popping left, right, centre over the weekends, no matter what the battleground is. And maybe even doing Alterac Valley with just a 50% XP bonus from Joyous Journeys could be enough to make it worthwhile even outside of a Call to Arms weekend, specifically during the pre-patch, obviously, because after the pre-patch, the 50% XP is gone. So if you like PvP and you don't really like leveling, what a fantastic way to get your character from 1 to 70 during the pre-patch, making good use of that 50% XP bonus and making sure that you're no life in at weekends. And that's it. Now, if you're not bothered about seeing the giveaway, that's going to be the last minute or so of the video anyway, so feel free to leave now, but be sure to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one. So for those of you that commented on the video, all I'm going to do is paste the video into this YouTube comment picker. We're going to filter out duplicate users. We're not going to include replies to comments, so it will only be your first comment. If you've replied to anyone, you're not going to get any extra entries. And that's literally all we're going to do. So we're just going to filter duplicated users. Everything else can stay the same. So it's saying the amount of unique comments is 2,198. And if we check on the video itself, it's saying 2,316. So it's just removed a couple of hundred duplicates where people have tried to get in a few comments each, so they've got more chance of winning. Sorry, you don't. So now we've got the 2,198 comments. We're literally just going to press start and it will select a random person. And it's Philip Leitner with the comment, I really hope that we get decent gear on the boosted characters instead of the garbage that has been data mined. But congratulations, mate. Get in touch with me on Discord. There'll be a short verification process just to make sure it's you. It's very simple. I just need you to comment on another video with a code that I'm going to give you, basically. Just nice and easy. It's just so no one can create a Discord name looking like yours and think they're going to get away with it. It's not going to work. So yeah, if you're still watching, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, because again, I'm going to be giving out another deluxe edition when they actually become available to order. If for some reason I can't gift you it physically, I'll just send you the money via PayPal or whatever, and you can just buy it yourself. Roll the outro. There's lots of ways you can support the channel to keep me here putting out World of Warcraft content and covering all future MMOs. Consider joining the channel as a member. You get access to emotes. Everyone will know you're a member when you comment on future videos because you get a nice icon next to your name. And you get access to members-only videos, which I'll be putting a lot of on the channel throughout the year. Additionally, there's a Patreon link in the description as well. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you on the next one.